gracias a los medios de comunicación por estar aquí para poder compartir, pues vamos a decir, las actividades extraordinarias que realizamos en el Festival de la Guitarra. Good morning, welcome to Córdoba. Welcome to Córdoba. We are so happy to have you here, and I'm sure that we are going to have a very good time in our theaters. Una cosa importante, dentro de lo que es el Festival de la Guitarra, sabéis que hay festivales de la guitarra a nivel internacional y se ha trabajado desde hace muchísimos años en llegar a diferentes acuerdos para potenciar lo que es el Festival de la Guitarra en sí. José Antonio Rodríguez fue uno de los impulsores, ¿verdad? Y para que nuestros artistas vayan a otros lugares y también traer artistas pues, de otros lugares aquí a Córdoba. Me acompaña Bosco Radojkovic, es un apellido muy fácil de decir, ¿vale? Que es director del Guitarra Art Festival de Belgrado, y también, que soy incapaz de decir su nombre, Ludvika Lacic, ¿vale? Decir que estuvimos con ellos en el Festival de la Guitarra de Belgrado, que la relación fue magnífica, que nos atendieron divinamente, y que sonó el Festival de la Guitarra de Córdoba, que yo creo que también es de lo que se trata. Y yo ya sin más le voy a dar la palabra a Bosco, ¿vale? Para que pues, comparta un poco con todos vosotros cuál es el planteamiento de las actividades que se van a llevar a cabo. Muchas gracias. Espérate, medio segundo.
Thank you, Isabel. So, buenos días or good afternoon. As Isabel announced, I am Bosco Radojkovic, founder and director of Guitarra Art Festival, and Ljubica Lazic, Radojkovic Lazic, this is our second names, in Serbia, main producer and director of media and communications. Thank you, Córdoba Guitar Festival, for the hospitality, and special, of course, Luis Flores, Isabel, Albás, and Lola Molina for the kindly hospitality. Actually, this is our third time that we are in Córdoba, and this is our second promotion here, and we are very, very happy about that. So we can start. So welcome to Serbia and Belgrade and Guitarra Art Festival. We'll start with some short videos.
First video, please. Okay, thank you. It's about Belgrade. Bosco, ugasi swój mikrofon.
Hello, buenos dias to everybody. I'm Ljubica Lazic from Guitarra Art Festival from Belgrade. You have opportunity to see one short video about Belgrade. Belgrade is lively and historic city located on the confluence of Sava and Danube River. Actually, it's absolutely the opposite part of Europe if you look your country. Belgrade is a city that never sleeps, full of contrast, of festivals and cultural spirit. We would like to show you two more video. One about Belgrade Festival, Guitarra Art Festival, is the oldest guitar festival in our part of Europe. We will show you edition of Guitarra Art Festival where we actually start collaboration with Córdoba Guitarra Festival, the year where Córdoba Guitarra Festival actually was our guests. And second video that we will show you, it's about Herceg-Novi, that it's our second festival in Montenegro. Please, second video, Oscar.
Grown from modest beginnings, also becoming actually a deeply important festival. It's tremendously important for Belgrade, for this country, and for the development of the arts here.
Posle 15 godina možemo reći da smo zaista sad u toku svetskih festivala, ali ono što je meni u stvari najdraže jeste da se uvek po nečemu razlikujemo od drugih festivala, ne samo festivala klasične gitare, već i drugih gitarskih festivala.
Yo creo que el festival de Belgrado ha cogido un buen camino porque se ha establecido sobre bases que pienso que son muy sólidas. En primer lugar, una estructura que combina la formación con la exhibición, con los conciertos. En segundo lugar, porque pretende actuar sobre un área de influencia.
All the important players all over the world, with names, big names, appeared in Guitar Quartet. Everybody was here.
I'm very glad that I can be here at the festival because all the friends I have in the guitar scene, they told me about this amazing festival.
We're really impressed to see how excellent it is and the big stars that come play. So it's of course an honor to be asked and thrilled to do it.
The guitar really extends over every boundary, and I think for that reason it touches every human being on earth. So so that's what I like about this festival, the fact that it presents all of this to the wider public.
The audience are great, and especially they're a much younger generation in the audience, which is really, really nice and important. And that's one of the most important things of the festival is helping building up the younger generation.
The first time that I'm on Guitarra Art Festival and I love it. Everything is great.
When I came first time in 2009, I had one of the best weeks of my life.
We're coming every year with our Guitarra Art Festival. Whichever music you like and see, you can find a place where to go.
This Guitarra Art Festival is really important because of the opportunity that it presents to young people that are learning from the most successful people in the guitar world.
As professionals, we would not be alive, we wouldn't live, we couldn't play concerts if there were not new artists coming up. And this is a top educational event.
The level of students here is fantastic. So it's always worth time here to Belgrade and play.
Belgrade is the perfect place for a festival like Guitar Art. People mix in the same places, they do the same sort of things. And it means there's no separation between students, between performing artists, between visitors. And I think it's quite rare to find an event where you can be watching someone perform on stage in front of thousands of people and then find yourself sharing a beer with them 2 hours later.
if you have plans to come to Serbia or to Belgrade, go ahead and address the town as one of the top officials in the world.
Everything is just developing so healthy. Concerts are marvelous, organization beautiful, everything is so good there. Come next year.
And the last video is about our summer edition, absolutely different festival in Montenegro, different country, in Herceg-Novi, Guitarra Art Summer Fest.
So you can see that after 25 years we organized 26 editions of the Belgrade Guitarra Art Festival, and the next month will be 19th edition of Guitarra Art Summer Fest. If you understand well, it's happened in Montenegro, another country, and Herceg-Novi is actually the name of the small city on the coast. You saw that it's an amazing small city, very touristic, like old Spain, and very near to some other countries, especially with Dubrovnik, a very famous touristic city. So it's our second festival. So this year will be 19 editions. So if you look, we're starting from 2000 with Belgrade and 2006 in Herceg-Novi. And after, what can I say, after 25 years, we built the festival, who is, I think, not only the biggest, I think most important festival in southeast of Europe, and one of the many, of course, very famous guitar festivals on the world. So what can I say from beginning? I remember well 2000, maybe you can count maximum 4 or 5 festivals from Slovenia to Turkey, because this is the place of southeast of Europe. Actually, we call the Balkans, and in that time too, before 25 years, I remember was Volos Festival, Balkan Festival in Hungary, and there was 4, maybe maximum 5 festivals, but now we have more, I think more than 50 festivals. So I'm very proud because I think that we, with our Guitarra Art Festivals, we push, you know, the not only young generation, we have now the second or maybe third generation of the students and the people who starting like kids, students with us. But now after 25 years, they are men, they are serious persons, and they are guitar events, not only festivals, you know. So, so that's the first. So the second slide. No, this is number 9. With that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will check it out.
Okay. Will we come to the Spanish artists? Yes. Yeah. That was the beginning, and now this is the second. Okay, well, I'll just read some statistic information. So, as I mentioned, 25 years, 26 festivals, more than 500 programs from almost 60 countries, around 400 concerts in 20 different concerts halls with more than 500,000 visitors. It's important to announce it's not open area, it's always inside the concerts at the concert hall. So also more than 50 world premiere of the new pieces, specially composed and played for our festivals and for guitar, of course. More than 4,000 students from many countries, or more, I think that 6,500 master classes, and around 1,300 competitors in the 9 categories in our competitions. So around 600 awards in amount of 500,000 euros. We gave around 50 handmade guitars, and approximately each guitar it's a minimum from 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,000 euros. So that was the prices, for, of course, for the winner in all the 6 categories. Accord case, famous brand for the cases. It's really like the Dario and Savares from really beginning with us, more than 20 years, and they also gave around 35 accord cases, sometimes 2 pieces per year. It depends, of course. The Dario and Savares gave more than 3,500 sets for guitar. We also gave around 135,000 euros in cash for Serbia and for the Belgrade and for the Balkan. This is really big amount if you look at the cash, especially dedicated to the students and the competition for all categories. I will just announce that we have 6 categories. We started from 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, and all the 6 category is 28 years, for 20 years old limited. And a lot of course, music gift boxes and many other prizes. So this is just one basically statistic. So the next, we have our activities. As I mentioned, we have concerts, we have, of course, guitar integrations. Guitar integration project means actually what I also announced, the special composers, not only Serbians, not only domestic, also the world famous like Lyle Brouwer and many of other, they compose specially pieces for guitar, not only for the solo guitar, but also guitar in chamber music, guitar with symphonic orchestra, with other instruments, also for this. I'm very proud also for the guitar sextets. We started in 2017, and from 2017, 5 years every year, like Carlo Domeniconi and also Dusan Bogdanovic, they wrote special pieces for the 6 guitars. Because we saw that absolutely there's no any special, maybe 1 or 2 compositions wrote for the guitar sextet. For the quartet, there's a lot, of course, but for the sextet, there is no. And that's why we started now. We have more than 1 hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, the program, original program for the 6 guitars. So that was a result of our guitar integration project. Of course, many of students, masterclass, minimum 2-3 days, sometimes 4 days, we dedicated to the masterclass, theoretical lectures from the morning to the evening, like daily activities, and as I told you, the same minimum 2 days competition, the first round and second round final for the 6 categories. Also, we have Guitarra Art Expo. It's a special place for guitar makers, and not only makers, also the companies who not only selling, who want to promote everything around about not only for the classical guitar and classical music, also for the electric guitar and for all other types of strings, not only guitars. We have also publishing. I'm very proud about it because in the last 25 years, thanks God, from the really beginning, our first festival audio record, one of the best sound engineer from national radio in that time, Zoran Jerkovic, and we have huge archive for the guitar concerts from 2000 till now, for every edition, for each concert. In only 2 pieces, one for us for the festival and another for the artist. And the results of that, we made a lot of compilations CDs. Of course, the artist gave us the rights for the one piece, and we publish the CDs, like compilation CDs for each year. I'm very proud that it was a lot of classical famous names like John Williams, Pepe Romero, Manuel Barrueco, and others. But I think we are the only music festival in the world that we have officially permission for the Sting, yes, and for the Paco also. It was Universal Music, also the Sony Music permission. So we have the tracks with them on our Guitarra Art CD editions. You cannot find it, it's not for sale, it's just for our promotions. And I'm very proud of that. And in the last few years, we're back to the vinyls. So we're starting also to produce a lot of DVD, CDs, vinyls, and of course very nice books. This you can see all the books you can take if you want. You can find a lot of Spanish artists inside. So we are very proud about our visual identity and of the festival and all our printings and audio and DVD editions. So educations, it's also important for us, not only during the festival, also during the whole year, because if you not build students, kids, not only for the classical guitar, because for me strings are strings, and that's why I gave the name Guitarra Art Festivals, because you know, we have so many different kind of strings, and doesn't matter if somebody finished the music academy and he played Bach. We have amazing guys, like 3 of them, for example, Tom Emanuel, Stochler, Rosenberg, and Vlatko from Balkans. There's actually they don't know to read the scores, you know, but they're so amazing performers. So that's why the mission of our festival is to build a new generation. On the first place, to start to love music through guitar. And if somebody wants to continue and to be professionals, of course, it's always welcome. But most of them, it's important to be our guest, our future public and future customers, of course. So that's why we have 2 schools and a lot of education activities. Okay?
Ne?
You already have opportunity to see video about festival in Herceg Novi, that it's actually 6 days of festival, more than 10 concerts on open air, and you have seen photos of some of the very big venue on open air, and that is why it's summer edition. Next.
Yeah, I will just add for the Herceg Novi, it's completely different type of the festival because it's always in the middle of touristic season during the August. It's full of tourists, not only domestic, also foreigners. So we must be very careful because the municipality gave us the 6 nights for the program. So it's a big responsibility, especially because they cover 5 nights from that with a full budget. So there is no tickets. It's open for the all guests and also for the people, domestic people. So that's why I cut competition. And we have, of course, masterclass always every morning in a music school, but it's not open for everybody. It's only dedicated to the young Montenegro guitarists. And every year we have a small concourse for the kids in the primary and also kids from the secondary music school and for some students and young professors. So it's a group of minimum 10-15 guitarists, and we organize completely free education with them during the festival, with possibility that the last concert they play with one always big guitar names who is actually is a mentor for all of them and working with all of them during the festival. So that's why the Hubert Keppel was 1 year, that was also Dusan Bogdanovic, Kostas Kotsiolis, Rafael Aguirre also, now Zoran Dukic will be this year. So we have one big name who's working with them and play with them the last day of the concert. So that's the Montenegro festival. It's completely different than Belgrade. Okay. So the next one.
Production.
Production. Okay. So production. Instead, our 2 festivals, we have also the special projects. I already show you the Kings of Strings. This is the project more than 12 years ago that I organized the gathering between Tommy Emmanuel, the #1 fingerstyle guitarist on acoustic guitar. Actually, he's a rock and roll blues player, one-man show on the stage. Stockler Rosenberg is the solo, one of the best Manouche guitarists, presenting the Django Reichen School and the Manouche guitar, Paris Café, also amazing, completely different guitar. And the music, and Vlatko Stefanovski is from North Macedonia. It's Balkan Kings for guitar, especially for the time of ex-Yugoslavia. And I know all of them. Actually, we bring Tommy 2007 for the very first time in Belgrade, and the Rosenberg Trio 2005 for the very first time in Serbia. So that's why 2012 I organized the small tour in ex-Yugoslavia capitals, cities, and I think only Uppsala was the festival, was the part. Yes, okay. So that was the Kings of Strings. Also we have our management production, like to promote not only the classical guitarist, also Branko Bako Jovanovic, who play on the tambura, on the national Serbian instruments, and our production, what I already mentioned, to books and CDs and vinyls. Okay.
Next.
Just to have an impression, a legend takes the stage, Guitarra Art Spotlight. It's some of them: Ennio Morricone and Roma Sinfonietta, Tommy Emmanuel, John Williams, also Sting, Paco de Lucia. That it's some big names, but also we have Los Angeles guitar quartet, Dusan Bogdanovic. It's amazing list of really amazing, not only guitar players, also worldwide styles of music like flamenco, fado, ethno, jazz, rock, and of course classical guitar. But we bring on Balkan really amazing names for the festival. And Bosco will next, please, tell you about Spanish artists, because the list is
One before.
The list is really incredible. What is interesting, people in Serbia usually don't understand Spanish language, but they understand your emotion, passion, music, dance, and I can tell you, Balkan people adore your culture.
Yes, this is true. That's why we are very proud because after 25 years we bring so many Spanish artists in Serbia, and not only the big names. I remember Javier Conde was a kid, 2003 or 4, when he was with his father for the very first time in Belgrade. Now he's a big man, so we missed that. So Paco de Lucia was 3 times in Belgrade on our festival. Also Vicente Amigo 3 times. Also Gerardo Núñez, Carmen Cortés, Javier Conde, Alberto López, Daniel Casares, Javier Limón. Also we try, after our experience with the Flamenco Eñe event in Malaga, we had opportunity to bring also in Serbia different kind of flamencos. That was also very, very, very good, because we understand young Spanish flamenco generation, because they want to change, like every young, you know. I suppose that Paco, when he was young, also changed many, many, many things, and he was completely something new. So that's why we bring Puerto Flamenco, Ultra High Flamenco with Rosario Toledo, Alfonso and Miguel Linares Sextet, Alberto Lopez, and the last one, very young, Vientos del Eresma. Danny, yes, was also amazing young flamenco player. So that was the name of from flamenco guitar. From the very popular, of course, was Luz Casal, 2 times now. She will be with us. She will open the Montenegro Festival the 1st of August now in Montenegro. And Concha Bujka also was our guest before 12 years, yes. And of course, for me, very important, the classical guitarist Pepe Romero is also with his families, Los Romeros. Ricardo Gallen, Susana Prieto, Rafael Aguirre, David Martinez, Anabel Montesinos, Francisco Bernier, and Jose Luis Martinez. That was the names of the classical guitarists. And also big friends of mine, and Manuel and Pablo Contreras. Fortunately, they're not even more with us. But when I was students, at the end of 80s, my first visiting of Madrid was actually visiting to Manuel, Father Contreras, to just order my Contreras guitar. And I was 3 times in that period. It was also direct flight from Belgrade to. We have time, don't worry. So it was for me, like student, of course, amazing experience. And Manuel, and it was so open, and he made one special guitar. It's still amazing guitar. And next time, Pablo, I met Pablo, his son, also, when Manuel died. And Pablo also was a guest in Belgrade Festival, and he also gave 1 guitar to the winner of this category. So Manuel and Pablo Contreras, I think it's the legend for the Spanish guitar maker history and heritage in this moment, because they stopped completely to produce the guitars like what they made, We have some new Contreras, but it's not the same guitar like mine and many of other. And Manuel Adalido also, we have great cooperation with him now. So, okay, this is the Spanish, and then next is ASEG. Yes, our also very important activities. 2001, after first and second my edition of the festival, I saw that there is, in that time, of course, out of mobiles, networks and anything, also was the problem communication between the guitarists, and especially for our area of Balkans. So that's why too, in the end of 2000, I organized first gathering of the important guitarists in that time from all ex-Yugoslavia countries, 6 of them. It's Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia, North Macedonia, Montenegro and Serbia. And also we had Hungary, Romania, Bulgaria, Turkey and Greece, of course. And we have 11 members from 2001. And slowly, every year, every second year, we organize nice gathering, always in another country, just to share our experience, friendship and everything. And now, after Corona, our edition was last year in Belgrade, and we organized huge, big concerts dedicated to ASEG on the main square in Belgrade with almost 1,000 guitarists outside. So that's why the ASEG community, guitar community, it's like ECTA but for Balkans, for the Balkans. And as I told you, in that time that was a 4 or 5 festival. Now we have more than 50, and this is also results of our friendship. Because if we haven't festivals and any other events, it's a problem. Now we have a good base for the future. Next this year, our ASEG meeting will be in Thessaloniki, last week of September, and next year will be in Montenegro, because we have 20th anniversary editions of the Montenegro Guitar Festival. So that's the ASEG.
Next Oscar, please. Thank you.
Okay, Ljubica will continue.
And almost in the end, we have some strategy for the future of guitar festivals. First of all, I think it's building a new public for every kind of guitar music. Also, we have challenges in fundraising for guitar festivals. And what is actually the most important, it's guitar festival and guitar school. Why? Because with school, not only music schools, conservatory and academy, also guitar schools for guitar fans, for adults, for youngs. We are building new generation of people who will love and understand. Also, not only ordinary concert program in venue. It's important to have exhibitions, to have lecture, to go with program in the street with regular people, and to try to make a bridge and a bond for next decade when we organize different kind of festivals and programs, because it's really true that our audience is different. It will be different for 10 years. And we need to start thinking now for our future and next 25 years of Guitarra Art Festival in Belgrade.
And in the end, thank you for your time. So we'll continue our missions, of course, but I really respect all plans, especially the management now, the new schools for organizations, productions. But I think that mostly our generations, middle of old generation of producer, we didn't finish any management schools for just to be producers. I think thanks to our love for music and guitar, and our interest, we made a lot of good things in production. So on the first place, I think the love it's very important in connection with guitar. Of course, knowledge is also very important. So that's why these moments like this moments, it's very important, and cooperation between the festivals and any other guitar events is very, very important. So that's why we are happy to be always here and always to make touch with you, with the ideas and with the possibilities to change our ideas, experience, and of course the artists. I would like to also bring maybe some Serbian guitarist and artist to present it to the Spanish audience. I really believe that can be very interesting. So that's the point of our friendship and our cooperations.
Okay.
Of course, we are open for any questions. Now is the moment.
¿Alguna
Muchas gracias.
pregunta? Yo simplemente matizar que tal y como agradeceros, thank you very much, both of you, que es muy importante estas relaciones que se crean y se han creado entre los diferentes festivales de la guitarra, ¿vale? Porque tuvimos la gran suerte de estar en Belgrado y como ha dicho Bosco, hay unos artistazos también allí maravillosos, y es el conocimiento, la experiencia, el compartir lo que yo creo que hace el mundo de la guitarra cultural pues más grande. Así que thank you very much. Gracias. I'm sure we are going to have a very good time here in Córdoba, okay? And we will keep working together.
Absolutely.
Okay? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hey!